Welcome to this overview of the INSEAD MBA. My name is Aidan O'Halloran, and I'm a member of the degree programs team here at INSEAD. I'm here today to introduce the INSEAD MBA and to share with you what I think makes the INSEAD MBA unique. First of all, INSEAD is a mission-driven institution. So before we start, let's take a moment to take a step back in history and understand that mission. So in the year 1957, people all around the world are still recovering from the destruction of World War II. But there is a growing segment of the population that is beginning to develop a sense of optimism and a desire for reconciliation. Georges Doriot, a renowned professor from Harvard Business School and a pioneer in the venture capital industry, is among these optimists. He envisions the creation of an international business school that would bring people together and use business as a lever for peace and prosperity. He begins to develop plans for an institution that could both stimulate economic growth and inspire international cooperation. Like Doriot, the first participants at INSEAD were exceptionally dedicated to this mission. They believed that business could succeed where politics had failed. They affirmed that Europe needed what INSEAD offered, a revolutionary model for management education that was international, independent, diverse, close to business, and propelled forward by an entrepreneurial spirit. So on the day of INSEAD's inauguration, Georges Doriot actually received a letter from US President Eisenhower that stated that this institute is destined to play a creative role in the economic affairs of Europe and the world. Today, INSEAD's vision endures. We believe now, as Doriot did back in 1957, that business can and must serve as a force for good. Just as in 1957, today's global society is grappling with a number of difficult challenges, from climate change to geopolitical conflicts to widespread inequality. And for our part, INSEAD is dedicated to preparing future leaders to face those challenges with courage and conviction, by bringing together people, cultures, and ideas to develop responsible leaders who will transform business and society for the better. Perhaps by the end of this video, you may be interested in joining this community and helping to drive this mission forward. Today, I'm speaking to you from the wonderful campus here in Singapore. INSEAD is an incredible global learning community with campuses in France, Singapore, and Abu Dhabi. It's important to note that INSEAD is just one independent global institution with campuses all around the world. INSEAD takes care to ensure an equal educational experience on all campuses so that students have the same quality of learning no matter which campus they choose. When looking at business schools, most of you will have to select either a campus or a city environment to study in. And the beauty of INSEAD is that you can choose both and more. So established in 1957, the INSEAD Europe campus is based in Fontainebleau, France, just south of Paris. The INSEAD Europe campus offers you the quintessential campus experience, a beautiful space to escape the big city corporate life, reflect, learn, grow, and establish deep connections with your classmates that will become friends for life. The INSEAD Asia campus, based in Singapore, was established in the year 2000. The campus was built in a unique location, ideal for connecting with the thriving startup scene located directly opposite the campus, as well as being surrounded by many of the Asia-Pacific head offices for large corporates, tech, and healthcare companies. Benefiting from Singapore's warm climate and culturally rich environment, as well as the economic and political stability, the campus is extremely convenient for connecting with business and traveling throughout the region. The INSEAD Middle East campus, based in Abu Dhabi, is located in the midpoint between the city's downtown district, the fast-growing Al Reem Island, and the thriving cultural district of Sadia Island. The campus has incredible views of the city and provides students with opportunities to develop your understanding and networks in this unique and fast-paced region. And the world's most international business school is now also in North America, with the San Francisco Hub for Business and Innovation. Launching in February 2020, the hub marks the school's first permanent facility in North America. Now, historically, INSEAD has opened locations at the right place and the right time in centers of growth and innovation. By opening doors in San Francisco, INSEAD is tapping into the cutting edge of tech, venture finance, entrepreneurship, and sustainability in the Bay Area. During your time at INSEAD, you could have the opportunity to spend time on multiple campuses around the world. Not only are there opportunities to exchange between the INSEAD campuses, but we also partner with schools such as Kellogg and Wharton in the US, as well as SEABS in China, to provide even more international exchange opportunities for our MBA students. So what makes the INSEAD MBA unique? First and foremost, this program will give you an opportunity to expand your perspective like no other. You'll be able to pursue new interests, rediscover old passions, and experience more new exciting cultures than you ever have before. The incredible diversity at INSEAD will expose you to different ways of seeing the world, ways that will challenge your current point of view, push you out of your comfort zone, and support you to grow as a person. The INSEAD culture is incredibly collaborative. Our teaching methodology focuses on collaborative learning, working with small study groups where each member will likely be from a different country with a different professional background. You can benefit and learn from their strengths, and they will rely on you for the same, all the while being guided by our world-class faculty. You'll build connections that last a lifetime. The particular intensity of the INSEAD MBA experience binds our class together, and no one takes their time for granted. Throughout the experience, you'll forge new friendships and become an active member of this collaborative and supportive global community. You will of course be supported to realize your career aspirations. Our friendly and proactive career development team will help you to craft your career roadmap, reflecting on what's really important to you and guide you towards securing your ideal career. Finally, you will cultivate your own leadership style. You will develop your communication and interpersonal skills throughout our personal leadership development program, helping you to develop into the influential and responsible leader that this world needs. So you're probably listening thinking, am I the right profile for the INSEAD MBA? Or what is the ideal profile? And the fact is that INSEAD values diversity. There are more than 90 nationalities at INSEAD, with students from a wide range of professional backgrounds. There is no dominant culture at INSEAD, in contrast to many schools around the world. And everyone here is a minority. We ensure that this diversity is equally represented across all the campuses. There is no ideal industry, age, nationality, or mold that you need to fit into to be suitable for INSEAD. This school cares about your unique journey through life as we put each unique piece of the puzzle together to build each class. To give you an idea of the kind of community you will be joining, you can see that most of our candidates choose to join the INSEAD MBA when they have between 3 to 8 years of professional experience. Less than 2 would be more suitable for our Masters in Management program, and if, for example, you have nearer to 13 years of experience, you may feel more suited to our Executive MBA options. Again, these are not hard minimums or maximums. There is no specific age that is ideal to pursue an MBA. It really depends on when you feel you have enough real-world experience to be able to come and contribute to the classroom discussions, but you still feel as though you are ambitious for your career and aware of the gaps in your knowledge that you wish to fill. The INSEAD MBA has 350 female participants, which interestingly is more than the total size of many other European MBAs. This results in INSEAD being one of the top 3 providers of female MBA talent in the world. Built on INSEAD's core organizational value of diversity and decades of gender diversity efforts, INSEAD's gender initiative integrates research, business, and teaching to support gender equality. The INSEAD MBA Women in Business Club is an incredible community of women and men dedicated to this cause. They host a number of activities throughout the year, including an annual conference on both campuses, bringing together influential speakers on the topic. One point to clarify is that there are 2 intakes for the INSEAD MBA. One intake in January, with a graduation in December, and the other intake in September, with a graduation in July. However, the exception is that the January intake has a summer experience period in the months of July and August, where students can pursue an internship or, for example, join the INSEAD Summer Startup Tour. To show you how this all fits together, the INSEAD MBA is split into 5 periods of 2 months each. The INSEAD experience actually begins before Period 1, in what we creatively call Period 0. In the months leading up to the start of the INSEAD MBA, you will begin connecting with the careers team and perhaps even joining pre-MBA careers treks, focusing on particular industries to different cities around the world. There are a number of activities that take place during Period 0, including language courses for those of you who want to secure your third language before the intensity of the program begins. During the first 2 periods, you'll be completing your core MBA courses. These are the foundation of your MBA. You will work closely with your study group during the first 2 periods, which is why all students remain on their home campus for both of these periods and can only start to exchange campuses after these. As you progress through your MBA into period 3, the program becomes more flexible and you're able to start selecting electives. INSEAD offers more than 75 incredible electives in different areas taught by our world-class experts. The important thing to keep in mind is that the INSEAD program is a generalist management MBA aimed at developing your ability to be a more effective strategic leader. You are not required to declare a focus in one area, such as finance or entrepreneurship, that would limit your elective options. You're free to craft and create your own experience as you see fit, experiencing an eclectic mix of subject areas that you feel will best support your skills development and career opportunities. Throughout your MBA, you will also be able to benefit from our incredible personal leadership development program. The program runs alongside the course of study. It begins before you arrive on campus and continues throughout the INSEAD MBA program. It consists of personal and interpersonal assessment tools, communication awareness, leadership skills development, as well as professional and peer-based feedback on existing experiential learning opportunities, such as simulations, role plays, and group exercises. Through personalized coaching, interpersonal skills development activities, and communication proficiency workshops, the program will help you to achieve a new level of excellence in personal and interpersonal awareness, as well as communication effectiveness. The INSEAD MBA provides a balanced experience of intensive collaborative learning, as well as community building and deeply enriching social activities. There is a diverse range of professional clubs, such as the energy, healthcare, and consulting clubs, and many more, to help you to build connections and advance your career in a certain sector. There are also clubs such as the Endeavour Social Impact Club or the INSEAD Women in Business Club that attract incredibly passionate and inspiring participants seeking to change the world for the better. There are also sports and social clubs that you can join to help you to pursue your passions and even discover new ones. The incredible thing about the INSEAD MBA is the fact that the 2 intakes overlap, providing continuity for clubs and helping to foster a lasting INSEAD culture passed from class to class. The incredible diversity at INSEAD is also celebrated through our national weeks, in which different cultures are given a spotlight. Your classmates will come to campus in their traditional clothes, share their unique cuisines, and even may put on cultural performances to further broaden your awareness of different cultures from all around the world. One thing that I'm particularly proud of at INSEAD is that partners and families are welcomed. More than this, they become part of the INSEAD community, spending time on campus and benefiting from this life-changing experience. The school works hard to ensure that they are included, and as many MBA participants bring their children with them too, the campuses are built with family areas including spaces for feeding, changing, and playing with the little ones. The INSEAD campuses are a wonderful, welcoming environment for the whole family. One of the standout factors for INSEAD, an independent, standalone, 10-month MBA, is the incredible career success that our graduates achieve. The INSEAD reputation is one of the best in the world among companies that recruit MBA talent. More than 580 companies recruit from INSEAD annually, and see the school as an ideal place to recruit internationally minded talent that can solve problems, lead diverse teams, and handle intensity. Of a recent class surveyed, nearly 80% changed either their sector, location, or function immediately after graduating, with nearly 30% changing all 3 factors. This is of course a very challenging career transition to make, but the fact that so many graduates have been able to achieve such incredible career transitions through a 10-month program speaks volumes to the strength of the INSEAD MBA reputation, the supportive alumni networks, and the incredible work done by our Career Development Center. Whereas many other top schools will have 80% or more of their class ending up working in the school's home country, INSEAD helps students to secure jobs in more than 60 countries around the world. You can see the average alumni salary 3 years after graduation, as reported by the Financial Times, is over $180,000. This is despite the fact that many of our alumni will choose to pursue careers in developing countries. Now, INSEAD has a reputation for being the premier school for helping graduates advance their careers in consulting. Now, this may be true, however, INSEAD also has an incredible track record of helping graduates to advance their careers into finance, tech, energy, and a wide range of different corporate sectors. One area that I would like to highlight is the incredible success of INSEAD entrepreneurs. According to PitchBook, INSEAD is by far the #1 MBA outside of the US for supporting entrepreneurship. We have incredible success stories such as TransferWise and Redmart, even Prodigy Finance, the organization that you may use to fund your MBA, were all launched by INSEAD MBA alumni. INSEAD entrepreneurs have raised more than $10 billion in venture capital funding in recent years, with a vibrant entrepreneurial community and incredible support from the INSEAD Entrepreneurship Center through initiatives such as the INSEAD Entrepreneurs in Residence. This program connects experienced entrepreneurs with MBA students in a personalized, one-on-one setting to discuss entrepreneurial topics of the students' choosing. Our entrepreneurs in residence, many of whom are INSEAD alumni, volunteer their time on campus to share their experience and their expertise and provide students with direct feedback on entrepreneurial topics in all stages of the entrepreneurship journey. The success of our alumni displayed speaks for itself. I would also like to point out the Financial Times report on which business schools produce the most CEOs. INSEAD is second only to Harvard, ahead of both Stanford and Wharton, who share third place. This again is an incredible achievement for an independent business school that focuses on diversity, supporting more than 90 nationalities to pursue careers all over the world in many different sectors. So after this introduction to INSEAD, hopefully you are now considering joining this community and are wondering how to navigate the admissions process. The application process is straightforward. You will need to complete an online application form, as well as providing either a GMAT or GRE score, your academic transcripts, language certificates if they're required, and 2 references. The application can actually be an enjoyable experience, as it provides you with an opportunity to reflect on your achievements and your failures, your strengths and your skills gaps, as well as reflecting on your career trajectory and your plans for the future. A note on the GMAT. It is important to clarify that we have no specific minimum required score. Too many potential applicants self-exclude and do not even try to apply because they have not yet achieved a score that's, for example, equal to our class average. It is always best not to rush. Take your time to prepare until you have reached the best score you feel you can achieve, and then allow the admissions committee to consider your case holistically. You can see from the class profile of 2019 that we accept candidates with a range of scores, as the GMAT is not the only factor we consider. That being said, we do recommend working hard, taking the time to prepare, and aiming for a balanced score above the 70th percentile for both verbal and quant if possible. Again, this is not a minimum requirement, but a benchmark to aim for and hopefully surpass. INSEAD has a truly holistic approach to admissions. Your entire profile is considered carefully by our admissions committee, and they make decisions on who to admit based around the following 4 factors. First of all, academic capacity. This area is considered to ensure that applicants can handle the academic rigor of this world-class intensive program. Academic capacity is divided into 2 areas, the first being your GMAT or GRE score, and the second being your prior academic achievements. Second is leadership potential. Here we are trying to identify your potential as a future leader. You can demonstrate your leadership potential by sharing examples of leading on a project, leading a team, or even managing a budget. You can also give evidence from your personal life. For example, if you have experience leading a sports team or even on a charitable project. However, we understand that you are very busy professionals working hard and probably do not have much time for these kinds of social activities. It is also a good opportunity to reflect on what kind of leader you want to be, keeping in mind the mission of INSEAD as mentioned at the start. Our hope is that through the INSEAD experience, you will develop your capabilities as a responsible leader to create positive impact in the world, no matter which industry you join, as many of our alumni have already done. Third is your ability to contribute. As the committee are piecing together this incredibly diverse community, they will want to know what you are bringing to the table that will add value for your fellow classmates. Much of the learning that comes out of the MBA is from discussions with your classmates. They will want to be able to learn from your insights and experiences, as you would expect the same from them. If you have worked on some interesting and unique projects that have given you a niche insight into a particular area, this could really help justify why you deserve a place on this class and what your classmates can benefit by having you there. Fourth is international motivation. The key word here is motivation. Some of you may have had the opportunity to live, study, and work in many different countries around the world, which is excellent. Some of you would not have had this opportunity yet. Regardless of this, we need to understand what your international motivation is. Hopefully, your motivation to understand different cultures, discover different international opportunities, and develop your international network is a key reason why you're considering INSEAD in the first place. You will need to show us this. You can tell us where you have lived, where you have traveled, even on holiday. And if you have worked in a diverse team or communicated with clients from different cultural backgrounds, this will help to show that you have the intercultural communication skills to thrive in the world's most diverse top MBA. Most importantly, you should be genuine and sincere with your application. Be honest about your strengths and your failures, as well as your future career aspirations, as the admissions process is not just there to ensure that you are suitable for the program, but also to ensure that the program is suitable for you. Within a few hours of submitting your application form, you will receive a link to the video interview. The video component is required to start the evaluation of your application. We are keen on getting to know you better and believe that through the video you can come to life, so be spontaneous, be creative, and be yourself. The duration of each video question is 1 minute and you'll have 4 questions to answer. You do get 45 seconds to prepare for each video question, and you can take as many practice questions as you like, and these aren't seen by the committee, but for the real ones, you just get the one go. The international element of INSEAD, with over 90 nationalities, is core to the school's DNA. The language policy is a key part of that focus. All students at INSEAD need to provide 2 languages to enter the program and a 3rd language at least a basic level to graduate. All candidates must have a fluent level in English. This is either your native language or proven via a university degree taught in English, or an English language exam such as IELTS or TOEFL. A candidate also needs to validate at least a practical level of knowledge of a 2nd language. This is often your native language if your mother tongue is not English. These 2 languages are referred to as your entry languages. Now, all candidates must also validate at least a basic level of understanding of a 3rd language before graduation, and this is referred to as your exit language. Given that the program is very intense, we would encourage you to do your best to meet your exit language requirement before starting the MBA. To do this, many students choose to join intensive language courses run by our official language training partner on campus in France or Singapore prior to the start of the program. For up-to-date details and guidance on the INSEAD language policy, please check our language policy document, which is available on the website. Once you have chosen your preferred intake and submitted your application, INSEAD will conduct a thorough admissions review, which lasts approximately 10 weeks. If you are successfully shortlisted, you will be invited to participate in 2 separate interview discussions with alumni. These interviews are an excellent opportunity for an open and honest discussion about your past experience, future aims, and suitability for INSEAD. These usually take place in your country of residence. Our alumni are wonderful ambassadors for the school, so you can take this opportunity to also ask them a few questions to make sure the school is the right choice for you. If you would like to see the most up-to-date admissions deadlines, take a look at our website. There you will find 4 rounds for each intake during which you can apply. Keep in mind that there is no real difference in terms of competitiveness between the 4 rounds, and I would encourage you to apply only once you feel your application is strong enough, as the selection process is very competitive. It is not advisable to rush for an earlier deadline if you feel as though you can still improve your application. However, if scholarships are a priority, please note that the majority of scholarships are allocated in the earlier rounds. Speaking of scholarships, INSEAD's goal is to recruit the best and brightest talent to join our school, regardless of their backgrounds or financial situations. There are over 100 types of scholarships available, which you can apply for if you've been shortlisted for an interview. Over the last 3 years, we have more than doubled our scholarship funds, which has enabled us to offer higher grants to more participants. We currently offer over €5 million of scholarships annually, with 30% of the MBA class receiving scholarship funding. Now, the average scholarship amount is just over €18,000, but this amount does vary depending on the scholarship. There are 3 categories of INSEAD scholarships. The first is need-based. These are awarded to students who can demonstrate financial need. For this, applicants must provide accurate financial information by submitting a number of supporting documents. The second is non-need-based scholarships. These are granted based on academic merit, nationality, gender, professional background, and leadership abilities, or any combination of these criteria. This includes applications from women, the LGBTQ community, nationals of developing countries, entrepreneurs, and professionals from non-business backgrounds, such as doctors, lawyers, artists, and researchers. And finally, there are SPOT scholarships. Now, these are awarded upon admissions and without the need for an application. These scholarships are given on the spot for exceptional students. Successful candidates will receive notification of this award around the time you receive your admissions decision. Finally, the INSEAD Alumni Network is an incredibly collaborative and diverse, globally connected community. With more than 60,000 alumni distributed across 175 countries with 166 nationalities, our alumni are citizens of the world. This is an important factor for those of you who are planning international careers with significant amounts of mobility. In today's rapidly changing business environment, lifelong learning is essential for the sustained success and growth of our alumni so that they can be a force for good in the world. INSEAD curates new, impactful online and in-person learning experiences for alumni, not just on campus, but off campus around the world. INSEAD also invests in lifelong career support for alumni at each stage of your career. The school provides a world-class career development offering for the global INSEAD alumni community, including in-person specialist career coaching sessions for alumni. In the end, such a vast professional network is a valuable asset to graduates, both during your initial job search and beyond as you further your career, move countries, or even start your own business. This concludes our introduction to the INSEAD MBA. I would like to invite you to stay in touch with us, either by attending one of our global events, our online sessions, or even by just introducing yourself directly to us via the website. We look forward to hearing from you, and we appreciate that you took the time today to discover more about the INSEAD MBA.